Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2020. This is episode number 17. We're into the offseason at the end of Season 2, heading into Season 3. And we're going to go ahead and push a lot faster through this episode than I did in the previous offseason by making numerous cuts. First up, we have the draft lottery. We didn't pick up any... Ooh, that was loud. Alright, sorry about that. We did not pick up any additional draft picks this year. So looking at this, you've got the Raptors, Heat, and Magic with best chance. T-Wolves, very close. Cavs, Pistons with good shots. And then Rockets, Wizards, Bulls with maybe a chance. I'd say the Thunder, Warriors, Spurs, Pelicans, and Mavericks look like no hope. It does appear that the East Coast holds pretty much all the cards. Dallas, of course, does not get in. The Pelicans, Spurs, Warriors, Thunder, and Bulls. Nothing. Into the top 8 picks now. We're starting to get to that point where somebody's got a shot here. Wizards do not get one of those top 4 picks. The Rockets will. Seriously? The Rockets? Those guys are so lucky. The Mavericks. The Magic do not get one of the top picks. So one of those top 3 teams do not earn. So it looks like the Rockets, Cavs, Wolves are all into the top 4. Is it going to be the Heat now at 5 then, or the Raptors? Wow, the Raptors, the worst record in the league, do not win any one of the spots. Sucks to be them. Now, the order of the 4. What's it going to be? Cavs go 4th. T-Wolves go 3rd. The Rockets have one of the top 2 picks with just a 7.5% chance. It'll be the 2nd pick. It's going to be the Miami Heat, a.k.a. Burn, with the 1st pick in the draft. On to the league awards. Anthony Davis takes MVP. Giannis takes Defensive Player of the Year. Jimmy Butler, 6th Man of the Year for the Clippers. Jeff Garrett, Rookie of the Year for the Hornets. Doc Rivers gets Coach of the Year with 64 wins for the Clippers. All-League First Team, Doncic, Harden, George, Davis, and Embiid. Kemba Walker, Booker, Kawhi Leonard, Giannis, and Anthony Towns for 2nd team. 3rd team, All-League is Lillard, Mitchell, Tatum, Durant, and Ayton. All-Defensive team, Doncic, Harden. How is he on the 1st team? Tatum. I can't stand Harden. Giannis, Embiid. I know he's got a lot of fans, but I'm not one of them. Dennis Smith Jr., Butler, George, Davis, and Favors on the 2nd team. All-Rookie team, Garrett. Jake Walker makes the All-Rookie 1st team. James Rowe, Rob Smith, and Marquise Smith. 2nd team, Jepsen, McDyess, Gunder, Gilbert, and Campbell. And that's your awards. One coaching vacancy to fill. Our former 2nd assistant is now gone. Jimmy Strange has moved into that slot, and the 3rd assistant is now available. So we're going to find what we can get 3rd assistant wise. Now, Strange is good at evaluating offense. I certainly like player development, as we do have some young guys. Phil Weber doesn't have a whole lot of greed. Looking like a pretty decent, good at evaluating potential, fairly balanced. Remaining budget, we're probably going to end up over, but that's okay. He wants $1 million 4 years. See if we can get him for a little bit less. $900,000 per year. That's 4 years. I'm okay if we're over. I really don't care if we're over on our coaching budget any longer. I want good coaches. Will not work for that kind of money, and he wants a longer contract. Interesting. We get that kind of feedback. 4 years is already pretty long. He wants more than that. Spoelstra going to Cleveland without LeBron. Okay, Phil Weber is still available. Nobody signed him. He wanted longer and more money. But that 4 years was already pretty good. And it was essentially what he was asking for. It was just the amount of money. So why don't we up this to $940,000 a year? We'll stay with 4 years. And we'll advance a day. Okay, still won't sign. To go a little bit higher here. Mark Jackson to the Wizards. Okay, so we went with 940 last time. We'll go up to 975. Staying with 4 years. And that's enough. We got him signed. Okay, we got our guy. Phil Weber. And look, we paid him less than what the Wizards got Hazard for. And much less than what they got Floyd for. So, it's good. We'll see how he compares now. Come back into that and move forward. But there you go, Phil Weber. Oof. Player development, 3 stars. Everything else is 2s. Surprised he didn't come out a little bit higher in that, but okay. At least he is quite affordable. 4 years remaining on him. Jimmy Strange has 4 years remaining. Kokoskov, we're going to let him expire. He'll be gone. That'll move these guys up, and then we'll find a replacement for him. You can see that Weber is as good as Kokoskov and earning less. Luke Walton, I might want to hang on to him. He is pretty balanced, pretty solid. He's made 2 playoffs. Overall win-loss record is a little bit below, but he's got just 1 year remaining on his contract at $5 million per year. So pretty decent coach in Luke Walton for us. I think we'll want to retain him and spend a little money at some point during the year. You can also see that I am developing. We're still a 1-star in evaluating potential, but our offense, defense, and game strategy have all hit 2 stars. Player development has hit 3 stars. So new ratings for this year. Wow, these were all 1s just 2 seasons ago. So strategy is a 54 now. Player development, solid at 59. 27 in potential. 46 in defense. And a 53 in offense. Just 2 years. That's pretty solid development. Time for draft workouts. And we have 18 invites. And pick-wise, we're down there just a little ways. It looks like we are going to be... Where do they even have us? Wow, 24th. I didn't think we were going to be that far down. The Eastern Conference, really bad. So 24th overall. And yeah, we're going to have to wait a little while before we get our pick in. At that point, part of me wants to just simply go with best option available, as we've got plenty of guys already, right? Shooting guard, I think we're good at. We have 2 amazing shooting guards. We do have Bagley. We may have Fox if we can get him re-signed as a free agent, though we could end up losing him, so we might end up needing a point guard. So part of me wants to kind of go with whatever's left. Ruben Sura is the favorite, best potential. So we're going to work out invite and add him to the draft board. And then Murray is the next one. And we'll do that as well. I like Ratliff. Ratliff already has the skill. Glover. They've got Glover at 9th. My guys like Glover. Put him in next. Palmer. Kojic. We've got nothing on him. Now, looking at these guys, you can see there's a little more potential according to my guys here. Haginas. Where do they have Thompson? 10th on the board? But he's a shooting guard, which is not something we need. Chris Cross down here at Iowa State and Dickens are both guys that are looked at. Ugh. Okay. Well, apparently they're on the draft board. I don't know if I unchecked it. Yeah, Wade Miles is not looking so good. Danny Jackson is already kind of at his skills, so maybe. Go look at both of these centers. I could certainly use another quality center or power forward, really, as a backup to Bagley. I don't think we're going to get really anyone great this far down. And we should take a look at these guys. Let's go back here for a moment. Let's spend our last two on someone the staff really likes. And there isn't. Wow, they've really got a lot of guys pegged at just 2 stars. Take a look at Pappas, I suppose. Could be better. Oh, there you go. There's a better view. Thompson, okay. About Jack Young. If we're somewhere in between this, he could end up being pretty good. Though apparently we think Russell Martin is something. Trust my guys and see what we get out of him. Alright, well that's all 18. We'll leave our draft board as it is and let's go ahead and run the workouts. Antonio Harper draft rights. Your team holds the rights to Antonio Harper. You can choose to exercise those rights, ignore those rights, or give up the rights. It is recommended that you give up the rights if you never have intentions of exercising them so that you do not have to make this choice each season. I think that was our 2nd round pick last year, right? Yeah, he's not showing up there. Where can I check up on him? Sorry, I'm sure you could probably hear some crying coming from down below in the daycare. Actually, brand new kid, just in their first day. I'm wanting to go check on them and see how they're doing. See if my wife needs some help. I'll wait until the end of this scene, though. Harper's not in the draft pick, so I have no idea what to do with this guy. If I have literally no feedback on him whatsoever, why would I exercise the rights? I don't know how he is, where he is, what's going on with him. So maybe I'll do that work off camera real quick and figure out what's going on with him. That'll give me a chance to go check on this kiddo. Okay, so I found Antonio Harper. He's listed as a free agent, but the rights are held by us. With only 1.5 star potential, really not looking at anything we need to hang on to. So we are going to allow Antonio Harper to go. So heading back into that, let's go ahead and give up the rights. And it's time for the draft. Let's see what happened with those workouts. Oh, this is kind of back into it. Jarvis Glover came out at 3.5 stars. Pretty solid. Really balanced, but not great in any way. Ooh, there's one. Chad Laster, 5-star player. Pretty good scoring and stealing. Might be nice if it followed our pattern. Higuinas, 4-star guy. Sort of supposed to be the top pick, yeah. Let's see why. That'd be a great one to get. Great player to have, but we're not going to have him. We'll see what's left of our list by the time it gets down to us. Again, 24th pick, it's going to be a while. And there's a chance that every one of those players will be gone by the time they get to us. Very small chance, though, so there's got to be something somewhere. Free agents, Giannis, John Collins, Donovan Mitchell, Andre Drummond, all available. But we don't have the money to spend on that. So our main focus is going to be De'Aaron Fox. Trying to get him back. Money isn't probably his top concern. We've got his bird rights, so we have it covered. Even though he doesn't have to be a starter, we can offer him the chance to start. And from what we've heard, he's looking to play with better talent than what we have. Okay. I think we'd have to probably go just about max contract to get him. To get him signed up. But here we go, into the draft. All right, so it's draft night. It's the big moment. See who goes through those first few picks. And then we'll do what we can. Make the best of a pretty poor situation for us in terms of our draft stock. But we'll see if there's somebody out there that we can grab that can actually help boost the team. Last year we had the 17th pick. And the, third pick. But we got nowhere with that 17th pick. Let's begin the draft. Miami Heat are up first. They were 29-53 a year ago. It's hard to take one pick at a time, as I've already seen it go horribly wrong when I try to do that. If we go straight to the next human pick, because apparently CPU pick means the CPU is going to pick for you, and there is no let's go one pick further. Well, let's go ahead and get to our pick. There's no point. We'll get a recap once we get there. A few trades out there. And we're on the clock. Let's go ahead and pause the draft for a little bit, and let's see Russell Martin. Okay. So we still have a few guys left. Three of them. David Donald was the highest, 6'9" power forward out of Akron. Our staff seems to like him. They do not. Scouting report, 2.5 stars. Good work ethic. Good touch on his shot. Passing, handling, rebound, stealing, block. Defense A. Oh, I like that. Okay. I like that he's a good defender. 16 points a game at Akron. That's not a total slouch. I hate that he's more mid-range than anything, though. Well, not more than anything. He is post. Pass first guy. Post up. That catch and shoot, that 14. Okay, Russell Martin. Off the break. Corner. Another mid-range guy. Too much mid-range. He's 2-star evaluation. He's got really good handling. Lights out 3-point shooter with excellent range. Good on-ball defender. And the last one, Pappas not looking as good, at least from here. They've got him pegged at 2.5. And we don't know much about him. But he did not come out with a very good evaluation. So we're going to pass on Pappas. I think we're looking at one of these other two. Jake Young. I thought that was one of the guys I looked at. Oh, that's good. He's not going to waste his time in the mid-range. He's going to post up. But we've got him at 1 star. Okay, mock draft. What do they have left? Oh, Patrick Thompson is still left, the number 10 pick. Kind of glossed over him. I like the mid-range game is not there. Corner post or above the break. Didn't get the info. We skipped over him. Has a perfect shot. Great at drawing fouls, converting from the free throw line. Does a good job staying in front of his man, limiting drives. Decent steals average. Okay, so we have the best available. Yeah, so you don't even see our guy, the one I was looking at, David Donald, on this list anywhere. Maybe Donald's a second-round pick. We take Patrick Thompson now. Take the best available. Let's do it. Even though he's a shooting guard. Gotta go with the best available, right? When somebody that far up the draft board slips down. Seeing a few trades out there. And pick 54. Okay, our guys are gone now. They got picked up. Wes Nelson, kind of the last first rounder who's still out there. Only 2-star guys still out there. We do have 2 guys that we thought maybe could be 3-star guys. What do we have on Wes Nelson? Mid-range, not a fan. Not a fan. Again, not a fan of a lower pick who is a mid-range guy. Not a fan of anybody but a really strong shooter. Best of the best. Now, what I'm starting to wonder is, can we trade this pick for something next year? See, Cleveland's been pretty bad. Miami was the worst, but they ended up with the first pick, so Chicago or Cleveland are probably going to be, they didn't have good picks and they didn't have good seasons. Can we do something more like this? I don't want to pick now strategy. Maybe it's time to make a big deal. I don't think we can in this short period of time. I don't want to throw this pick away. We're running out of time, though. Let's get back into that war room. Wes Nelson, best available, and his power forward, was picked to go in the first round, 25th. We're a full round later. There's got to be something behind that. There's also a reason why everybody let him go. I guess we'll take our chances on Wes Nelson. And we'll finish off the draft. Should have a recap here. See how that draft went. Or not. There'll be something in here about that's the trades. Okay, so Sura went to Miami, Murray went to Houston, Ratliff went to Minnesota, Palmer to Cleveland, Cross to Toronto, Higuinas to Orlando, Laster to Detroit. And we'll see where we come in at. What do they have to say? Oh, that's the draft board. So that's not who he drafted. Well then. Be nice to actually have feedback on, how the draft actually went. We know what we got. I suppose that's what matters, right? Alright, well, we're going to move forward into contracts now. Contract deadlines to make some decisions. And then Summer League rosters, Summer League play, and then the free agency. Of course, we still have that very large hole in our lineup if we cannot re-sign De'Aaron Fox. But as for contracts, here's what we have. 16 is the qualifying offer. I'd very much at least give the qualifying offer. Swanigan, not a chance. We are not paying him $7 million to keep him around. Or Richaun Holmes. Those guys are going to be gone. Bull, though? Yeah. We can definitely go with his qualifying offer. And Malik Beasley. So Fox, Bull, and Beasley. We'll give them their qualifying offers. Swanigan, it's time to let him go. He's not developing at all. And Richaun Holmes, I've been ready to get rid of him for a while. The contract will be worth and would be a 1-year contract if accepted. If making a qualifying offer, this player will become a restricted free agent, giving you the right to match any offer he receives. You also retain the right to negotiate a contract yourself with him, or the player can accept this offer and become an unrestricted free agent next season. If you wish to proceed, click offer. Yes. Bull. Qualifying offer. And Malik Beasley, unrestricted free agent, so we don't have the rights to him. So what's the qualified offer here? 1.7. Do I want to keep him around one more year? I am thin at power forward. But we also just drafted Wes Nelson. Let's see what we have in Wes Nelson. Oof, 1 star. Swanigan at least has 1.5 and potential. So yeah, maybe we make our qualifying offer. It's not much. Jake Walker and Troy Phillips both have that third year of their rookie deals. Jake Walker, we definitely want to exercise the option. Though I might look into signing. But considering we could add a fourth year, we still have plenty of time to retain his rights. So we'll exercise that option. And then as for Troy Phillips, I'm not sure we want to. He's okay. He is okay. He's not that bad. What's it going to cost us to keep him? Where did it go? Troy Phillips. That is pretty cheap for the young player. We'll hang on to him. Especially considering where the team salary is. And we're already over the cap anyway. We don't want to just let everyone go. We'd rather send them on their way via trade than anything else. So now Wes Nelson's the only one not signed up to next year. But then, of course, it's Holmes, Fox, Bull, Beasley, and Swanigan, actually. So there's a good little bit there. Fox, though, we're definitely not going to go with that qualified offer. He'll get something. Somebody's going to offer him a lot more money than that, so we can't just leave him be. Bull, Beasley, we might be able to. Swanigan, we almost certainly will. Okay, so we're on to scheduling. July 1st, okay. So to wrap up this episode, we set up our Summer League roster. 4 players, just 4, from our active roster have been selected for it. So Justin James, Patrick Thompson, Troy Phillips, and Wes Nelson. So our 2 rookies, our second-year player in Troy Phillips, and Justin James, who is now a third-year player. I did opt to leave out the likes of Bagley and Jake, whatever his last name is, our new star shooting guard. I should know the last name of our player, right? Anyway, I left them out because they're already beyond Summer League play. Defense, always a favorite of mine, so I'll bring in these 3 guys. As I like good defenders if I'm going to sign a little free agent. I want to make sure that they're going to play good D before anything else. Second point guard with similar, but what is he at here? A good passer at a point guard. A Kobo. He's a decent defender. So it gives me a couple point guards. 3 shooting guards, 2 small forwards. So down to the post now. We've got 1 power forward so far. Let's get a strong rebounder with good defense. Alex Williams. Get somebody with high IQ like Taco Fall. Surprised to see him here. Let's definitely invite Taco Fall and see how he is a free agent. Gary Clark, let's see. Defense, tolerable. Really good free throw shooter. Good ball handling. We'll give you a chance here. Still need one more center. Any top scorers? No. Big time shot blockers. Trying to find anyone center-wise that's going to be up here. Excuse me. Okay, I think we might have a winner here. These guys are all pretty similar to each other. All right, there we go. Summer League roster is set. I'll advance to the Summer League. I'm going to do the Summer League off camera. It's not much to gain from that other than really seeing kind of what we got from that roster, whether there's any of these guys worthy of signing later on. But that's going to do it for this episode. Just about ready to head into the free agency signing period, and then from there get the season started. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.